I take it already and wash everything.
And peace of Christ all of you. I hope my voice is getting good and clear. Please let me know if you have any difficulty, and please invite your friends. You know, before we start, I posted in Patreon how YouTube, and obviously it's not just the Muhammadan who work in YouTube early in the morning today, very early in the morning. Uh, a person I like to wake up really early. I enjoy the morning, and I look at the view of the previous video, which we made yesterday. In the early morning, it was 17,000. Now, before I go, I post again. I took a screenshot. It is 14,000. So, look like my videos in YouTube go backward. And this is telling you how much scared they are, you know. I don't believe really that Christians are not sharing the videos. I used to blame them a lot before, but now I saw it with my own eyes. There is no way a video has 16,000 in the morning, and then after more than 10, 12 hours, we have 14,000. It's a very shameful behavior of the Muhammadan, but I am not surprised. This is a very shameful religion. They have a shameful prophet, and they are trying, their best to stop us. And as you see, I have a message Muhammad who they are working in that direction. I promise you, I will work harder. You know, everybody knows. Like I like to wait until it is 20,000 to come back. So look like the Muhammadan. They said, oh, 17,000 morning by 2 hours from now, at least is going to be 20,000. So let's make it go back to 14. So he will not come back on air. But here we go. I am here. So I will not go for the 20,000 no more, just to show you how stupid you are and you cannot intimidate me. Uh, in the same time, the topic yesterday was who is Allah? And as usual, what the Muslim answers? Nothing. Like, look at they who use a Christian name as usual because they are fake like that. I have when for the first time I read the Bible, uh, where inside uh, I found a lot of contradiction between the side of it. You see it? And this Muhammad and he forgot that he's a stupid prophet. He confirmed what is between hands. So if we say for this argument, there is a contradiction in the Bible as you can. You stupid idiot. So how your prophet confirm it? Look like you are smart and your prophet is a donkey. We go into we will find tons of verses. Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five. And then you will see all those idiots. They go against their book, insulting their God just to make a point, which is not. So if who this who is Allah? The main thing is who is Allah? The guy is not worried about Allah. It's about wiki the first this is all the mountain. I mean It's not a book of death. It's the book of death. The chapter. And whenever they come to them, confirming the truth which is already in their possession. This is your translation, not mine. We can change the translator in case it implies this is Muhammad. We can choose another Egypt. Hilali and Ahmad. Shall we? And now what he will say. And here you see that Muhammadan are really illusionists like their stupid prophet who imagined himself having sex, but in fact it was a goat, not the wives. And when come to them, the Jews, no, there's no Jews there. A book, this Quran, from Allah confirming what is within the Torah and the Injil. Do you see it? This is their stupid translation. Now there's other verses they try to manipulate, like the verses says, between their hands. It's so clear. Here it says, مُصَدِّقٌ بِمَا مَعَهُمْ. Not only approving and confirming, believing is in what is between their hands and what they are in their possession. And this is 600 years after Christ. So we want to, go back to zero and ask the Muhammad, if there is a single Muslim even know what his religion is about, you will notice that every single Muslim, he called me, we got him shish kebab because he do not know what he is talking about. Like yesterday we were talking about the Prophet was fondling Aisha. The Muslims, they fondle the Quran. They fondle the cover of the book. They don't even open, they never have printer course with their book. Not a single Muslim knows what they are talking about. In fact, even their stupid Quran told Muhammad, if you have a doubt about what is revealed to thee, go and ask Christian friends. If the Christians are false people and they have a false book, then why Allah is asking Muhammad to go and ask us if he have a doubt? Do you see it? You don't go to a scammer, a liar, to ask him if you are truthful. That would be stupid. He's a liar. He will lie, he will say yes, or he will say no. So the stupid Muhammad, in his book, claiming that his God, said to him, if you, Muhammad, have a doubt about what is revealed to thee, go and ask the people of the scriptures. And here you notice that the stupid Quran keep calling us the people of the scriptures. So how the smart Muhammadan, they call us people who corrupt the scriptures. How we are called the people of the scriptures is like, calling Sam Shamoun, that guy with the long hair. He don't have hair. He have hair one day maybe. You don't keep calling him the guy with the long hair. Are you stupid or what? So when you're a stupid Quran, keep calling us the people of the book, that mean we are the people of the book. And the people of the book mean we are God followers. We are the true God followers. Not you. Not a single phrase in the yellow pages of Muhammad says that Muhammad or his followers are people of the book. It's us. I will open my Skype and let us see if there is any Muhammadan, heavy duty Muhammadan, would like to call us and answer the question which no Muslim can answer. A Muslim, he tried actually. I will look for his comment. He says Allah, the word Allah exists in the Bible translation. This is false translation. The same as you Muslims, you write the word Jesus in the Quran. There is no Jesus in Islam. Here we go. chapter 4, verse number 157, what the Muslims they say, Jesus, son of Mary. There is no Jesus, it's Isa. That is a false translation, and this is false translation. So I ask you, first of all, who is Allah? You tell me it's in the Arabic translation, you stupid, of my book. This is because they are under the occupation of the Muslims. You will not find one translation of the gospel have the word Allah unless it is under the occupation of Islamic regimes and government. Can you explain to me why? Why they don't use the word Allah in Greece, Italy, America? Those translations in the Middle East, because the Christian there, they live under the Muslims, the same as the translation for the Indonesian Bible. They use the word Allah, which is very ugly and disgusting, and very stupid too. And we can prove in 2 seconds that your God never exists in our book. How? The Quran says that the Christians and the Jews, they made fun of Allah. There is no way somebody believe in God, make fun of him. Is that correct? Chapter 5, verse number 64. Have you ever heard of somebody is a Christian making fun of Christ? No way. So, if we have the same God, the God of Abraham is the God of Muhammad, then why the verses here saying that they are making fun of the God of Muhammad? Saying your God is a chief, he cannot do anything, he cannot make miracles, he cannot do anything. And you will see that the verse after it, and this is again in the chapter 5, which is called the chapter of Al-Ma'idah. This is about the Messiah. The story in Islam is, different. Like, in the Bible we have the story of the fish and the bread, right? And how many thousand people they ate from it. The Muslims, they have different story. According to the Muhammadan, always Muhammad, he make his own story. So according to Muhammad, the disciple of Jesus, they asked him to bring table from heaven. They said to him, why you don't ask Allah to send table from heaven so we can eat? And then Allah, he sent them 7 whales in 7 loaves. Whale, not sardine, not salmon. So the stories in the Quran, obviously, and Muhammadan stories is very stupid and funny, and we laugh at it. But look what happened here. But we are focusing on that the Quran make it clear that the Christian and the Jews, they don't believe in Allah, period. And the verse after it says, if only the people of the scriptures would believe and ward off, between 2 brackets, evil. What is the evil? They don't believe. Surely we should remit their sin. They don't believe. They don't believe in what? They don't believe in Allah. As you see, they're making fun of Allah. So, Islam is like a whore. Try to attach herself to somebody have an honor so she can balance her reputation. Let's see, we have many text messages. But they are not from now. Yes, maybe we can wake them up if they are online. If you are a Mohammedan, just text me and tell me I would like to talk to you, and I will call you. If you are a Christian, please don't text me, unless I say Christians don't text me. Okay, we have this guy from Nigeria, and he want to talk. I think he want to seek revenge. He texted me, but I don't know if, I think now they are asleep out in Nigeria. Yeah, you know, this is what happened to the Muhammadans. When they call once and they get spanked heavily, it's like going to the casino and losing a lot of money. So what do? You go again to gamble because you're a fool. But we will give him a message. Maybe he can call me. Even though I don't understand him what he is saying mostly, and he don't allow me to speak because he's afraid of what I was saying. But it's just for fun. Do we have any Muhammadan even knows what Allah is? Who is Allah? The Muhammadan in the comment section, he said, Allah is God. That is the most stupid answer ever. I know that He is your God. I'm saying, who is Allah? If I say to you, who is your dad, you don't tell me he's my dad. You tell me, who is he? Do you even understand the question? Who is Allah? Any Muhammadan knows? They don't know. They don't know where the name coming from. They don't know what the name means. They don't know anything about this religion. Who is a Muhammadan would like to give us a very simple question, which not the single Muslim knows. Who is Allah? It's very embarrassing that you are worshipping God. You don't know who He is. Muhammad never spoke to him. He never heard his voice. He never heard his fault. Then we need to ask ourselves, where Muhammad coming with Allah? You will find that Allah is the God of the same Arab pagan before Islam. You know, just 2 days ago, yesterday actually, when this nightmare called me from Morocco, the Moroccan boy, we asked him about Abraham and Ishmael, if you remember. He said Ishmael was a messenger for his family, maybe. Abraham was a messenger for his family, maybe. But Muhammad was a messenger for all mankind. And then we showed him verses from the Quran saying the opposite, saying that Abraham was a messenger for all mankind. They didn't know what they believed. They didn't know religion. Muslims are illiterate, and this is maybe the only truth Muhammad he said in the Quran. The Quran, you see, describe non-Christians and Jews as illiterate. When the Muslims they say to you the Prophet was illiterate, they are stupid. The Quran never said Muhammad is illiterate as a person do not know how to write, how to read. The Quran saying that Muhammad is ignorant about God. Ignorant, totally ignorant. So if you type the word Ummi, this is the word actually, which is Goma. You know, the one who they are not from the people of God. You will see the Quran even clear, even though the Quran is not a clear book, but this here is so clear. And there among them, here they inserted the word Jews. That's false. There's no Jews. Among them, there's illiterate people who know not the book. So who is the one is illiterate? Is the one who does not know the book. It's not the one who does not know how to write or to read. And this is their stupid book saying that. So when the Quran describes Muhammad as illiterate, he is suffering from illiteracy about knowing God. He is a pagan now. This is how the Jews called him. Ummi, Gomai. The one who do not know the book is illiterate. The one who knows the book is not. And this is why the Quran calls us people of the book. And if you read with me carefully, you will see. We to those who write the book by their own hands and say, this is from Allah. Now the Jews don't say that, they're a Christian because they don't believe in Allah. Those are the Muslims. Who is the one who wrote the Quran? Hmm? Here we have a smart person saying, I am condemning Muslim, but Christians, we cannot, we can never say Yahweh was not a Canaanite idol. I mean, obviously you're an idiot, because if this is the case, you will see that the Bible mentions the Canaanite idol one by one and condemning worshiping them. So you are a potato and you are illiterate like the rest. Idiot. And can you give me a reference to prove that he was a Canaanite idol? You stupid. Yahweh is not even a name, you donkey. Never was a name. It is a sentence, mean I am who I am, which means the one is exist by myself. He never gave really a name. Because there's no name can describe God. So you are stupid too. You copy paste what people say to you. Actually, in fact, the picture I have in the screen right now, the video, uh, is for one of those pagan gods. And the Bible condemned this pagan god who, people use to sacrifice their children for him. This is why you have to be careful. There's a lot of stupid people. They have big mouth, but they have no knowledge. And we laugh at them. Do we have any Muhammadan here who would like to join us? He was worshipped 12,000, 14,000 BC. All right. We ask you for reference. You tell me he was worshipped 2000 BC. You are a stupid idiot. You know what they do? They say, like, yeah, is a word being God in other languages. So it must be the same. You idiot, no. Yeah in the Hebrew, it have nothing to do with the yeah in the other languages like the Aramaic. So Yahweh is not a word meaning even God in here. It's part of the sentence. I am who I am. Actually, we are saying it is a like a summary of a longer sentence when we say it. We are not even saying it accurately because we are saying it in a summary way, like it is like a shortcut. Example of those people is the one who come to you and say in the old Bible it says that people they were gays, but the word there is used for happy. The word gay means happy. Today is used for homosexual. So you bring a donkey like this, and he will say to you, "See, look, it says in the copy 300 years ago, it says gays." But the word gays never was wrong, never was bad. It was a word mean happy. That's all. So when the ignorant, or like I saw a video of a stupid lady, she said she discovered something very important. The word Jesus was not exist in the previous verses in the Bible. You stupid idiot. The word Jesus is not exist because there was a missing letter. So when they add the J, then that Jesus appear as a word as Jesus. Ignorant, but the name is there. When you say Jesus, actually, you are not saying the name accurately. But because your language doesn't fit, your language is short of letters, so you say it with letters fit with your language. Like as an example, if we go now right now in the Quran, we say, okay, let us search for Muhammad. You will not find Muhammad in the Quran, you will find Muhammad. But there is no such a thing. There is no such a name of Muhammad. What happened to the letter Eh? This is Muhammad. Muhammad. Listen to me carefully. Muhammad. What do you say? Muhammad. There is no Muhammad. But because in your language you don't have equal letters, you try to use the most close letter to the name. Do we have any Muhammadan who is eating would like to call us? He is stuffed with food. It's the month of eating, which is a pagan practice, exists from before Islam. Do we have any brave Muhammadan? If you are a Muhammadan and you think that you are a person who can tell us who is your God, I know this is a very embarrassing question. No Muslim can answer it. If I go right now in Google, peace be upon him, and search for who is Allah, you will find that a Muslim who does different answer. And we made 1,000 videos before asking the same question, and not a single Muslim can answer it. Because simply, those people, they are driven by a blind man. He never even explained who is Allah. Who is Allah? You know, if you go in the Quran, look, Allah now he speaks about himself. Just to show you how funny Allah, how he you know, how he explain himself. Allah, when he heard about Allah, he converted Islam. And he said Shahada. How is that? You see, I understand that you're Muhammadan. You say Shahada, which means you witness for something you never saw, which is very funny. I mean, you witness for Allah. Did you see Allah? Even the statement is stupid. But here you see that Allah, he heard about Allah, and he was convinced that Allah is God, so he took Shahada. And he said, there's no God but Allah. And you will notice that the statement saying, he is, there's no God, but he is. So who is talking? The translation here is false. It says, Allah bears witness. In Arabic it says, شهد الله أنه لا إله إلا هو. If we change the translator, we will find different structure for the verse, as usual. Let us see Ahmad Raza Khan. Allah has given witness. Where in Arabic it says Allah has given witness? It says Allah, he said Shahada. Let us change the translator. Different one. Itani. Allah bear witness that there is no God but He. He who? Allah witnessing to who? And also do the angels. But that cannot be true, because if Allah and the angels, they are witnessing to Allah, that means He is one of the angels and He is not God. Any Muslim can explain to us how this is happening. Is that a mistake? Allah and the angel, they witness that Allah, there is no God but He. So who is talking? Allah. To who? To other Allah. And if Allah is witnessing to Himself, that will be very stupid. We did not hear it, did you? What's the point of this witnessing? Do we have any Muhammadan here with some good knowledge so he can join us and enrich us with the knowledge of Allah? When this guy from Nigeria called me the other day, and we asked him why Allah, he says, Alhamdulillah. He said, oh, the Quran received to Muhammad by Jibreel. That's not a question. He said, Allah is saying to say that. I said, where is it? Show me. He started jumping all over the place. Where it says, read, say, pray like this. Nowhere. Suddenly, he said, in the name of Allah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Why Allah saying Alhamdulillah? And here is, by the way, you will see that Lillah, not to Allah. You see the first word here is Allah. The second word is not Allah. The second word is Lillah. And we explained that many times. If you are a person who we've been here previously, you will notice that there is a letter missing between the two words, in case you do not notice. Why? Because simply the first one and the second one, they are not pure name of the God of the Muhammadan. The first one, Bismillah, and by the way, Bism is corrupted because there's nothing in Arabic, it's called Bism. There's a Bi-ism, which means there's an alif here. Bi-ism, and we can show you that later. Here you will notice that in this name, there is a letter here. This letter is missing in the beginning of the word here. Do you notice? It's not there. Why? You cannot take a letter from a name. If this is a name, if somebody's name is James, you cannot take the G out. So the second one is Alhamdulillah. Lillah. The name of the God is La, not Allah. Al in Arabic today is used as a word meaning that. Al in the previous ancient language of the Aramaic and the Hebrew is a word meaning God. As an example, in the ancient Hebrew, it was not like when you say Emmanuel, it was Emmanuel. It's not Israel, it's Israel. It's not Michael, it's Michael. The new Hebrew, the A became Il, which is word meaning God. So Il and Al is both is word meaning God. Depend in the stage on the year, how old it is, how ancient it is. So Allah is today is a word meaning the, but this is not a today name, this is an ancient name. Allah is God La. God La. So the first verse, I see a Muslim maybe trying to contact me. I will just give me a second, my friend. Allah, let us type in the screen. The first one is as the following. Al, and we are typing in yellow. And Muhammadan already blind. You want to blind him off? Al, Lah. And because it's not part of the name, you will see that the second line, verse number 2, in the chapter number 1, the L is gone. So what we have? We have Lil La. Li La. Li in Arabic means two. La, to La. That's the name of the God. So here the name of God in Islam is more clear. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdu, thanks. Li is equal to 2. This letter you see in front of you is equal to 2 in Arabic. I can teach you Arabic so easy. I mean, you can add the letter L before any name, and that will make it belong to you. Li, laka, lahu, lahum. So, li, alhamdulillah, that will make it belong. So, alhamdu, to, hamdu means thanks, praise. Hamd to, la. This is the name of God in Islam. Let us see this person trying to contact me. I hope it's something sincere. Yes, my friend, you're live on air. Go ahead.
Oh, what happened to Mohammed Hijab?
What happened with him?
Like, why don't you debate with him anymore?
Well, he hung up on me, don't you know? And he's a coward, he ran away.
I mean, he called you a boy. That's what that is.
Well, I don't know who is a boy. The one who hung up and ran away is the boy. So this is what you call for? Okay, as long as you mention Muhammad Hijab. Obviously, Muhammad Hijab is busy. He's going around asking women to suck their boobs. Who is the one who ran away? Actually, I'm the one who called him. And he did not debate me. But anyway, maybe you can ask him if he have a break from sucking the tits of Muslim women. Maybe he can give us a chance to have a debate. He never debated me, coward, potato, and he hung up the coward. At least, I mean, say a sentence. He called me a boy. So what if he called me a boy? He is the boy. I mean, if he is not a boy, he will not go around asking Muslim sheikhs to let his wife give her tits to him. And I said the same, but I was quoting your prophet. He got so upset, he said sexual predator. Who is the boy? This guy is a bully. He bully every Muslim. Go and see his videos. He have a channel in, I think in Facebook or Twitter, I'm not sure. I saw this guy, this blonde convert from the state, stupid idiot, I don't know what his name. This guy, Muhammad Hijab, he have a whole website just to bully him. Just to bully him. This guy bully everybody. He's a boy. The boy, my friend, is the one who asked his wife to bring a grape when he is live on air. Those are the boys. Anyway, your prophet was a boy. He never was a man. He can't even have sex. So even in the bed, he was zero. And then, you know, and the funny, Muhammad admit, he said in the hadith, I was the most weak person between all mankind in boom boom. Why Muhammad will say such a thing? Between all mankind, because everybody knows. It's not a secret. So the wife start talking, the guy, he cannot do it. And then I invoke my God Allah. And then he sent me a dish of shish kebab. I ate it, and I get the power of 14. Do we have any sincere Muhammadan? Anyone? Who is a Muhammadan would like to join us live on air? We don't know who Allah. We don't even know who is Muhammad. Actually, nobody knows who is Muhammad. Muhammad is a person born 4 years after his father. His grandfather called him Qasim, and later he changed his name to Muhammad. And sometimes he called himself Ahmed, and sometimes he called himself Mustafa. And Muhammad obviously trying to make himself equal to his God, to the point Allah had 99 names and Muhammad had 99 names. Maybe you don't believe me. One of the names of Prophet Muhammad, Tos. Who's a Muslim who tell me what Tos means? Anybody want to volunteer to toss us? Let us see. I'm just trying to find you a Muslim website. Okay, look for me. The 99 names of Prophet Muhammad. Okay, Muhammad, you want to hijack everybody. Allah has 99 names. Muhammad has 99. Okay, who is Muhammad? Muhammad means the praised one. But that is the name of God. Ahmad mean the most commendable. That's a new for me. I'm learning Arabic today. Hamid is praising. Mahmoud praised. Qasim, uh, this name is Qasim. Here it says the father of Qasim. So how he can be Qasim and he is father of Qasim? You are the father of yourself? Okay. Aqib, he is the last. He's a Fatih, he's the victory. I mean, look at the names, you know. All those, and there are 99 names for Muhammad, and Allah have 99 names. Moses have one name, poor guy. Isa have one name, poor guy. Abraham have one name, man, horrible. Muhammad have 99. All of those are the names of Muhammad. Who can beat that? So now we have two gods, and in reality, the real God the Muslim they worship is Muhammad. If Muhammad says something and Allah says something, which is both coming from Muhammad anyway, which one the Muslims they will obey? Muhammad. Do we have any Muhammadan? He is purified, guys. He is purified. Hold on, Muhammad is purified. Okay, if we go right now in the Quran, just to show you how easy to debunk every name, you know, those names are stupid. Purified, Muhammad not only he used to take shower with dead dogs and women blood from period, the Quran said, Allah said to Muhammad, go stand up, arise and stand up and say Allahu Akbar and stay away, no more get close and worship the idols. So how he is purified when Allah is asking him to purify himself? Is that your God speaking? And here it says, this is the Muslim translation, and abandon abomination. So what Muhammad doing abomination, what is that? If you change the translator, you will see it's the idols. What abomination? What Muhammad was doing? The idols. I just changed the translation, the translator, and keep away from the idols. So he was that idol person. All his life worship idols. So what the Quran says, from now on, Muhammad is going to worship one idol no more, other idols. And this is why Muslims they say that Islam teach Tawheed. Tawheed does not mean one person. Tawheed means unification of many persons. Try to make a sentence in Arabic with the word Tawheed. You'll find like Tawheed al-Dawal al-Arabiya, so unification of the Arabian countries, which is impossible because Arab are not one nation. You know, many people think when we say Arab, that means they are one people. Arab are not a nation, and they never was. And they are not one ethnic. Arab is an Aramaic word, meaning desert. Literally, desert. So the Arabian is people of the desert. Doesn't matter who live there. Doesn't matter who live there. They are not one ethnic. Whoever live in the desert, they call them Arabian. It's like, you know, when you say gypsy, whoever, a person who don't have literally a country, keep moving from place to place, they use the word gypsy or Bedouin. Do we have any Muhammadan? We thought we got lucky. It turned to be a boy hiding behind a boy, striptease boy, who go in the front of the Chinese embassy and take off his clothes, and you can tell he shaved his chest hair. Who is the boy? A man will not do that, especially for us Middle Eastern. This is a shameful behavior. Ask anybody in the Middle East, it's a shameful behavior for a man to shave his hair. You can shave your beard, yeah. Maybe you can shave your mustache. Now it's accepted, before it's not. But shaving your chest hair, that is a big shame in the Middle East. You can find that this guy, he have because he liked to strip always, you know. And he looked bad. He don't even look like, you know, something even to show. But anyway, it's not his fault the way he looked like. But because he liked to show off, always he is like wearing pink t-shirt, pink, etc., showing his chest. You will find that in the previous pictures he have a lot of hair in chest. In the one in the video in front of the Chinese embassy, he have zero hair. And why I'm not surprised is the Prophet Muhammad used to do sugar. He used to do something. It's called an-nawra. What is an-nawra? Sugar, like, you know, a mix of, like at that time, they don't have the sugar we have today, the same. You know, they make it from different material. And he shaved his hair. And the funny is, Muhammad, he said that the women, if they take hair from their face, Allah will curse them all night. He will send them to hell. If they take hair from their face, like eyebrows, mustache, beard, women should not do that. But Muhammad taking hair from all his body, trying to be pretty female, that is fine. You ask the Muslim, why if a woman, if she take hair from her face, Allah will curse her, they will say, oh, because you are changing the way Allah, He made you. So why Muhammad take hair? How come she's a woman? She is a woman. Why you want a woman to have a mustache? And why Allah will be upset? If she move hair from her eyebrows, Allah will curse her. She will go to hell. But Muhammad, taking hair from all his body. Do we have any Muhammadan would like to join us so we can see who is Allah? Isn't it really a big hypocrisy that Muhammad used to take hair from his body, but if a woman she do that, she will go to hell? Potato. If you see a woman, a Muslim woman, she have no hair in her, you know, mustache or beard, especially if she is a Middle Eastern. You know, like, you know, certain countries, women, they have hair way more than other countries. For example, Asian people in general, like, you know, people from China or Korea or Philippines, mostly, you know, they don't have really much hair in their body. I mean, women, they don't even need to take any hair from their body, maybe. But in the Middle East, if women don't take hair from their eyebrows or their mustache, they will have a real mustache, literally. So why Allah will be upset from a woman taking hair from her face? This potato Mimi Hijab is trying to call me. My friend, I don't have time for kids. Let your Mimi Hijab sister call me. I called him. Let him be a man and give me a call once in his lifetime, if he dare. If she dare. Do we have any Muhammadan? Anybody? You know, according to the Quran, the one who changed the look of things is Shaitan. But Allah, Muhammad, he copied the Jews and he decided to do circumcision. But isn't it this is you change the way Allah he made you supposedly? You see, if the purpose is, the reason is changing the way God made you. If this is the logic you have, if this is what you stand on, so why you are doing circumcision for male and female? Why? As we know that Abraham, according to Muhammad, because he used to have a huge penis, he used an adze to circumcise himself. And here you ask a question. We just heard the Muslim saying of 99 names of Muhammad, and one of them is Al-Mutahhar. Mutahhar means the one who been circumcised. Okay, can you show me where Muhammad circumcised? Never. Muhammad never had circumcision. So the funny is he ordered his followers to do it, but he never did it. Neither Aisha. If you like to prove me wrong, feel free, call me, show me. And actually here we have additional proof that Muhammad and Abraham, they are not from the same family, because obviously Abraham, he had a very huge, private part, to the point he need to use the adze to cut off. Muhammad, he can't even find it. Muhammad, he kept marrying women, yet he have no kids. So where is his private part? And what happened to the dish of shish kebab? He ate it, he got the power of 40 men. 40 men for what exactly? So Allah, he fixed his penis, but he did not fix his semen? What is the what Allah he fixed exactly? I mean, I want to know. Any Muhammadan would like to tell us? So they do not know who is Allah. They don't dare to call us. They cannot explain to us anything. Anything in Islam. Anything, even the way they say Assalamu alaikum. Where do you get Assalamu alaikum from? This is from the Jews. You see, when the angel Jibreel, supposedly, even the name of Gabriel changed to Jibreel. Jibreel, what Jibreel? Okay, Muslim, what Jibreel mean? They don't know. Behind Joel, he became Balos. John became Yahya. Yeshua became Isa. Abraham became Ibrahim. I mean, can you get me one name is right? Do we have any Muhammadan would like to call us and tell us who is Allah? Who do dare? And the stories Muhammad, all the Muhammad story is coming from somewhere. Anything. If Islam is a collection of other religions and other fictions, some fictions coming from the Jews, even some fictions coming from the Christians. As an example, the seven sleepers. Some Christians believe that they are true, but this is not true. This is not a true story. It never mentioned in the gospel and have nothing to do with us. However, Muhammad, he heard the Christians, very famous story written by a Christian bishop from Syria. Muhammad, he took it, he put it in the Quran. And then Muhammad, he faced always an embarrassment moment. Like you are a person who claimed to be a prophet, and then somebody call you and ask you a question, you do not know what to say. So one Christian asked Muhammad, how many sleepers are the seven sleepers? That is a good question. I mean, do you see how easy? How many sleepers are the seven sleepers? We just gave you the answer. But Muhammad, because he do not know, He had to get away from the question somehow, somewhere. So look what he said. This is how easy you prove somebody to be a fraud. Like you ask me, okay, 2 plus 2 is what is answer Christian Prince? So Christian Prince do not know, is not good in mathematics. So I will say to you, well, some they say 2 plus 2 is 4. Some they say 2 plus 2 is 5. Some they say 2 plus 2 is 6. Some they say 2 plus 2 is 20. And I cover all the numbers, so any one of them is going to be the correct number because I don't know which one. If you read this statement here, you will see how stupid the one who made the Quran, Muhammad, obviously is a fraud. All what they are asking you, how many the 7 sleepers are. Why you are trending this? Some, they say they were 3 and their dog is number 4. Have you ever heard of any language they add the dog to be number 4? You don't say that in Arabic. You don't say even that in English. The dog is not number 4. You can say 3 people and 1 dog, 4 people and 1 dog. You don't say the dog is number 4. Is he a human? And is it the dog is haram in Islam? So some they say 3 and their dog is number 4, and some they say they were 5 and their dog. This is Allah talking. Listen. This is not a guy in a coffee shop, you know, trying blah blah blah. This is God. Some they say Allah saying that. Just tell us a number. Oh, I have time. We want to kill. You know, I mean, internet was not working, and there was like a storm, and he lost electricity, and he didn't know what to say. So he sat in his table and stuff. Some they say he want to show us the skills. He know everything. Some they say they are 3 and their dog is number 4. And then he said, some they say they are 4, they are 5 and their dog is number 6. Okay, hold on. Shouldn't you say, stupid, some they say they are 4 and their dog is number 5? Are you with me, guys? He skip it. Because now he come with the conclusion that they are already 4. This is the stupidity. You skipped. You should say, some they say they are 4 and their dog is number 5, and some they say, etc. Here, he said they are 3 and their dog is number 4. Okay, where they are? Where is the 4? Because the 4 is a dog. They are not 4. And he keeps saying, like, and some they say, and some they say, and okay, what is the conclusion? Allah knows best their numbers. He did not even tell us the number. He don't know. Say, after all this drama, some they say they are 7 and their dog is number 8. Is the 8. Okay, what is the conclusion now? Finally, Allah is going to split it. Say, my Lord knows best their numbers. What? So what this drama is about? Okay, what is the conclusion? What is their numbers? What we learn from this God? This is a book of guidance, and what is the drama is about? Who cares even if they are 6 or 7 or 10? There's a Kurdish guy, he asked Lili Dawah, he asked him, how come Allah was not able to answer? So what Lili Dawah said, why we need to know how many exactly, brother, this is not important. We need to focus in the cheese. Say cheese. This is not important. If it's not important, why you make a drama about it? What this is about? As long you agreed, it's not important, their numbers. Why you are even mentioning it? You are God. Do we have any Muhammadan? You know, I wish like in the school, they will give us all, like actually American school, they are way easier than other systems. They give you like 3 options, 4 options, you choose one. And you might get lucky and you get the correct one. But here, Allah, he got all the correct one because Allah knows best. That's it. He refused to tell what is the number. And look, not only that, I wish he shut up there. He continues saying, say to them, Allah knows the best of their number. And there's a few, they knew their number for sure. So why you don't say, as long there's other people they knew? Change the translator, just to show you. I mean, this garbage is beyond stupidity. Is it like a military secret? Nobody should know? So Muhammad, SAW, they pray on him. Allah pray him and salute him. My Lord knows best their number. None knows. Did you see the word says none? None knows then but few. What the heck? You just said none knows. And as long as few in the present they knew their number, why you don't tell us the number? Is it a CIA file? Is it a top secret file? Are we asking you for the code for Bitcoin account? Just tell us the stupid number. But this is what happened when you speak to somebody pretending to be a prophet of God who has knowledge. He cannot answer a simple question. The same, because Muhammad, he learned, the Jews, you know, the Muslim now, the reason they don't call, because they learn about me. Whatever they say, they will be spent. Like they made an article, how to debate Christian friends. Never say yes, never say no. Even if you say the Prophet of Allah was a good man, don't say yes, because there is something to come. Never say yes, never say no. Ask him, what you are trying to say? Ask him. Don't say yes, don't say no. What are you trying to say? Because if he say yes, he will be in trouble. If he say no, he will be in trouble. So how we can avoid the embarrassment? We don't say yes, we don't say no. And this is exactly what Muhammad does. You know, Muhammad, he learned that the Jews always give him, they screw him. As an example, the same chapter, the Kahf, or other chapters, they asked him about Zulqarnain. They came to him and they made him believe that there is a prophet of God, his name is Zulqarnain. Now Muhammad, he cannot say to them he is the prophet. Those are the Jews, the rabbis. But they are making fun of him. They told him, hey, Prophet Muhammad, tell us about Zulqarnain, who Allah blessed him. Muhammad didn't know what to say, so he said, give me some time. And then the revelation came to Muhammad. Around, he asked the slaves who they are captured from Assyria, from Syria, etc. And actually, even the Quran mentioned them. There's two specifically. They are very well known. Muhammad used to learn from them. And there is, Salman al-Farisi too. So Muhammad now he come with the answer. Zulqarnain is sent by Allah. Allah told me the story of Zulqarnain. It's not me. I did not know. I wasn't there. But Allah told me. So as you see, the Quran states that they asking him, and they ask you about Zulqarnain. Have you ever heard of a guy, his name, the guy with the two horns? Why, he was a cow? What is the name of this guy? Any Muslim can tell me? Who is this guy, Zulqarnain? In Arabic, Zu is a word mean the one with. Like you have, like let's say, you have a sign in your head, you have a mark, you have a hat on your head, you have something, you know. So if you say Zu, so Zulqarnain, Qarnain mean horn, two horn. The one with the two horn. Okay, who is he? So you want to tell me his story, but you don't tell me who is he? So now I will tell you about him something. Okay, something. Oh, by the way, Middle Eastern, they say, especially Egyptian, they say something. I will tell you about him something. Okay. Verily, we established for him in earth and we gave him the meaning of everything. Suddenly, Alexander the Great, sent by Allah. Here we go. Muhammad start making people. Alexander the Great was sent by Allah. And he was doing jihad to spread the faith of Islam. True story. And so he followed away. Which way? Allah knows best. Until he reached the sitting place of the sun. And here the people start getting bigger. This is a story, a legend. It's a fiction story. Actually, it's not a legend. It's a fiction story written about Zulqarnain, but it's not really. I mean, Zulqarnain is like Alexander the Great is a real person, but the story itself is a fiction story. There's many stories written about like war in Iraq, war, etc. The war in Iraq is real, but the movie itself is a fabrication. So Muhammad now he decided to tell us a knowledge nobody knows save Allah. And what Zulqarnain he did, he accomplished something nobody accomplished. He arrived and he found the setting place of the sun. And he found it sitting in a spring of a black, muddy, hot water. If you ask Zakir Naik or the Muslims or Muhammadan, they try to fix it. They say, listen, he is not saying the sun set in murky water. He went to the ocean, and at the edge of the ocean, like when the sun set, what do you see? You see the sun as if it's going in the ocean. So this is what it meant. Brother Sister, the Quran is not saying that Allah, he said that the sun is sitting in murky water. Absolutely, the Quran doesn't say that. What the verse is saying, that Zulqarnain, it appeared to him that he saw the sun sitting in the murky water. How did he go in the ocean? And you see the sun is going in the ocean, you think that the sun is going to swim in the ocean. So this is what Zulqarnain, he thought, it's not Allah. But the verse is so clear. Allah is talking, it's not Zulqarnain. Allah reporting what he found, not what he thought. Not only he found the sun sitting in murky water, he found the sitting place of the sun. He kept going. Zulqarnain, he spent his life traveling in war. This guy's journey is not one night, one day, and when he went back home. In fact, he did not even go back home. He died abroad. So he kept going until he found the sitting place of the sun. So the stupid Muhammad think that there is sun place where the sun goes and sleep. And actually the hadith support that. And then he found it sitting in a spring, not an ocean. So the Muhammadan, he tried to duct tape and they say he's speaking about an ocean. But as you see, it says a spring. I mean, there's a huge difference between the two words. Spring is not an ocean. So even their lie is extreme, trying to duck the stupidity in this verse. Do we have any Muhammadan have a comment? Okay. This guy who I blocked him, he sent me a video saying who is Yahweh and he is a pagan God. You are just a stupid. I disrespect him, friend, because you are stupid. You don't even take things into a fashion. Even those who they are against Christianity, like Bart Herman, they never say such a thing. You are a stupid idiot. There is words in other languages, they are similar. As an example, once a Christian person, I met him in a church. He said to me, we like to watch Arabic movies. There's Arabic movies, I said, yeah, there is, with subtitle. So he said, okay, if you can give me some watching my wife and my daughter, just be sure, please, it's a clean language. I said, sure. So I found him a videotape, like the old day, the VCR, and I gave it to him. And then he called me back. He said, man, what you did, I told you there is no bad language. I said, there is no bad language. I saw this movie before. He said, well, they called one woman the women vagina name. I said, no, you got it wrong. This is her name. This is her name. The word starts with P. This is her name. He said, in Egypt, they use this name for a person. I said, yeah, this is a name of the person. The woman, her name is P, like the vagina. In your language, but in their language, no. So when a stupid person, he tried to compare, you need to go and see what the Hebrew word means, not what other languages mean. Because in Hebrew, Yahweh is not even a name. It's not. You are just a stupid. It's not even the word God does not exist in the name. It's not a name, it's not a word, it is a sentence. So you are stupid. All what the sentence says, I am who I am, that's it. It's a sentence in a language. It is not a name of anybody. Well, thank you, Marcel Hindi, for telling me what it's mean. But don't you notice that I don't want to say the word? Anyway. So only naive, stupid people who like they go against Christianity and they go and they try to compare between such a name and a name. You know, the Jews actually, they've been taken to Egypt because they are worshiping different gods. Because they are from different nation, different religion. Not only that, the Sabian, their god is the god of the Pharaoh. The Sabian was the most popular religion ever exist in the Middle East. To the point all the temple of the moon god belong to the Sabian. The temple of a moon god in Yemen, which is Mecca, is just a copy, counterfeit of it. Even the name Mecca is coming from Al-Maqqa. If you go right now to let us see. We are typing in Arabic. The Sabian temple, Al-Makkah. So where is the Al-Makkah temple? It's in Yemen. I mean, the Sabian is in north of Iraq. So their religion went all the way to the heart of Arabia. The Egyptian, they believe in the God of the Sabian, and the Sabian, they believe that the God of the Jews is the devil. Actually, they believe, they worship the devil, but they believe that he is evil, like he's bad. Why? If you read their book, the books of the Sabian, you will see that they say Adonai is the devil who ordered his followers to do circumcision. So circumcision for the Sabian is evil. It's an act of bad God. They don't have the same God. They don't have the same name. They are opposing each other always. And then the Sabian, they hate the Jews because they believe that the God of the Jews is the one who destroyed the Pharaoh and the army of the Pharaoh, who is one of them. So ignorant people, they can say whatever they want, we laugh at you. And actually, you know, the word Makkah is the same as Makkah. Makkah. You hear the Muslim says to you that the Quran sent in many letters. Why? Because the Arab, they have different languages. You know, like some place the letter K they come as Qa, some. So, as an example, the Quran says, once he called Mecca Mecca, once he called Mecca Bakka. But how Mecca become Bakka? Is it a different city? No, it's the same city. But in one language, they don't use the word M, they switch it to B. So here you see the word Mecca. Let me show on the screen. It became Bakka. So either we have to accept that Mecca is not the same as Bakka, or we have to accept that those people, they have different languages, and in some places the letter M become B, and in some places the letter B become M. As an example, like in the Aramaic, some they say Shams. In Arabic we say Shams, which means sun. Shams, Shams. Do we have any Muhammadan? When you want to change your belief and you are donkey to the point, you don't go and check the facts. Somebody make a video and you just follow what the video says. Anything I say to you, go check it out. Anything I say to you, go check it out yourself. Don't take what people say to you unless you are a donkey. Don't take it for granted. Even if you are in university and you have a professor in front of you, even if he is a professor, even if he is the dean of the university, don't take what people say to you for granted. Study it, research it, and find out yourself.
Tapos, may tatlo pa akong nakitang resibo
Don't
sa
be a
cellphone
donkey
mo.
who copy paste.
Sasakyan mo, ay sa kwan.
Do you think I am like an idiot who did not read those things clean?
Oh, yeah.
I did not see them before.
Oh, yung 20 euro.
I laugh at
Tapos
you.
meron pa itong break easy, assist, and stick. Sabi niya yung mga-
Do we have any Muhammadan would like to call us?
Ano ito?
Ano yan? Sa-
And this is why I'm not here, interested to show you myself in the camera as many they do. I am here interested to show you my reference. What I say is in front of you in the screen. There's million people, they make videos that there is no really. As an example, I saw a stupid idiot. He is supposedly, they call himself a Christian, Seventh Adventist. He said that Islam established by the Catholic, and Khadija, she was a Catholic nun. Have you ever heard of a Khadija? He is a Catholic nun? Yes, yeah, here we go. He's a professor. The video is online. And all those donkeys are believing. Khadija, she had 3 husbands, tons of kids. She is in the Middle East, far away from the Catholic. She never met a Catholic. Suddenly she became a Catholic nun, and she is not only a Catholic, she is a nun. And Islam established by the Catholic. I mean, who is the crusade then?
Yan yung 32.
Bakit ito? Bakit ano to?
Mamaya na lang tapos usap. Itapusin ko muna.
So you can be stupid, listening to a stupid person. And you can be a person who go and check out, study, and see that this guy is a donkey. Not everything people say to you is true. You have to find out by yourself, my friend. Don't be a stupid fool. Anyway, do we have any Muhammadan? Any Muhammadan would like to join us live on air?
Ma, i-atras mo ang
Maybe.
basit. I-atras mo basit. Automatic ate ah.
Muhammadan, his name is
Nagapin na
Gonayan.
lang tako. I-atras mo ta lumalpas
So what I would do with him, Gonayan, Gonayatu, I don't care. If you don't call us, he is nobody. All of them are the same. They do not know their religion. That's why they avoid talking to me. الدين عند الله الإسلام. Well, this is very stupid. I mean, when Allah he says religion for him is Islam, so why he called the Christians? He say they will go to heaven, and the Jews and Nasara. If the deen for Allah is Islam, just to show you how stupid. I mean, just the second you think, just think carefully about what you read.
Yeah, trust me.
Right away, you will find not only there's like this package is leaking. I mean, there's no basket. The hose is bigger than the cave in the mountain. You religion with Allah is Islam. The translation says surrender, which is true by the way. Surrender, Islam means to surrender. But the word here is Islam. You change the translator. This is who? This is big time. Let us see another donkey. So what is the religion for Allah? Islam. Okay. And then he says, and those who give in the scriptures, between to bracket the Jews and the Christians, do not differ except of mutual jealousy. What? Okay, hold on. So if the religion for Allah is Islam, how the Christians, they are the one who follow Isa, we call them Christian, Nasara. Why don't call them Islam? Are you getting my point? If the religion of Allah is Islam, what was the religion of the followers of Isa? Nasara. What the heck? What is the name of the disciple of Isa? Nasara. So Nasara was not only for the one in the time of Muhammad, according to Muhammad, it was even the most good men who follow Jesus, they are Nasara. You are crazy thinking that Yahweh mean I am that I am. Well, my friend, you know, you are the smart and we are not. This is why you call himself a boy. It's not up to you to think. You see, when we say a religion of faith, is what people of the faith believe. It's not up to you. So whatever you say is stupid of you to say. You can say whatever you want. At the end of the day, like when I debate Muslim, I do not debate them about my belief in their religion. I debate them about their belief. I don't say I give interpretation for the verse. I show them their interpretation for the verse. So again, you are being stupid. In order to know what Christianity believe or what their God mean for them, you need to see what the Christians believe in their God, not your definition. Otherwise, you are a donkey. This is not a solid subject like we have a concrete, we call it concrete. This is a God. You don't believe in him, obviously. So he is their God. So when they say this is what our God meant and his name meant or his title meant, it's not up to you to change the meaning. The Jews and the Christian, they agree. This is not the God of anyone else. Anyway, always I say stupidity is a meaning. Do we have any Muhammadan? There is even tons of explanation in Hebrew, word by word, letter by letter, to make you understand. You do not even need to listen to me. Somebody asked me, so what they are doing? Looking into Islam, they look into Christianity, or just listening to sheep. I mean, people are today. What we are doing here, we are studying. We are not speaking about Islam. We are studying. This is why we have our screen, have the books So when you reference challenging the Muslims to explain and refute us, we are not here to do chit chat. So what are we doing? We are doing looking into Islam, you look into Christianity, or just listen to Sheikh. We are here to challenge their knowledge. When I say who's Allah, and the Muslim cannot answer me, that means there is something wrong with this religion. You have no idea what you believe. The second we ask a simple question. My God is very simple to explain. My God is the one who came to this earth by himself. My God is the one who spoke to Moses and he saw and he met with Abraham. My God is the one who walked in this earth and he presented himself to us for real, not a name in heaven. You can change the name if you want. You see, we do not know our God by his name. Like if the Muslims change their God name and they call him the Messiah, still their God is not our God. We are not following a name. We are not a chicken. Baby chick, they come from the egg. Anything is moving, even if it's a cat, they think this is their mom. We are not the same. This is why we reject someone like Muhammad. Because we don't follow blindly. We are not chicken. The Bible says to test and examine the spirit. There is the spirit of God and there is the spirit of the devil. The spirit of God is the one who teaches you how to be a better person. Love your enemy, bless those who curse you. Be aware of false teachers who come to you in the clothes of a sheep, but they are wolves. So how we will find who is a teacher, who is not? He is a teacher, but he is a false teacher. How we know? He rewards himself in the clothes of a sheep. But then you will see their fruits, so Jesus says, from their fruits we shall know them. So when we see someone is stupid, he is focusing in a word. Somebody says that Yahweh means pagan god of the Egyptian. That's because you are a donkey. Or because we do not believe in the god of the Egyptian, and the Egyptians were the enemy of the Jews, and you are a stupid idiot. If the Pharaoh believed in the god of the Egyptian, he will not enslave the Israelis, and they will not have a problem. Somebody saying, CP, you never bless those who curse you, you block them. That's not true. I block you only if you try to insult either Jesus or the Father or the Holy Spirit. People, they call me names. People, they say bad words about me. I don't care. Go and look at the comment. Again, you are stupid and you are a liar. Because if I block the one who insulted me, he will not be here. I put you in your place. Why I want to block you? But if you are trying to spam and repeat and saying the same things, I will block you. Because then you are annoying. Feel like a child holding me from my pants, from like down my feet, between my legs. Same time, my friend, I will never bless you. When Jesus says bless your enemy, well, you are not my enemy. Why I want to bless you? You are the enemy of God. That's between you and God. Why I want to bless you? I believe you are blessed already. You are stupid. And that is a blessing. How many times I said, stupid is amazing. When you are stupid, you are always happy. Your house on fire, you are happy. The world is collapsing, you take it right. Your wife is cheating, who care? Ah, stupid. It's a blessing, my friend. You are blessed already. You are blessed more than me, for sure. You are a donkey. You know? You can carry a lot of things with you, and you will not even notice. Do we have any Muhammadan? And this is the reason they don't dare to debate me, they don't dare to argue with me. They call me names, but they cannot refute me because they are so slow and their IQ is under my shoes. Do we have any Muhammadan? Anyone?